All right, everybody, we're back. My first guest tonight has appeared in numerous films, including the, it's a great crowd tonight, including the Cider House Rules. Now, beginning next Friday, you can see her in The Italian Job. Please welcome the lovely Charlize Theron.
Crowd.
Yes.
First guest, you get a laugh.
That's right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Only here at the Conan
It's really
show.
amazing here. Now, you look fantastic. You look great.
So do you.
Thank you.
I saw the push-ups thing.
Yes. Well,
That was impressive.
that was done digitally with the computer.
No, I was really impressed.
Well,
the
please.
makeup artist couldn't put my lash on. I was like, wait.
I must look at Conan's bare chest. No woman has ever said that before.
But now you're a taken man, so now you're just torturing every woman out there.
That's right. Sorry, ladies. Now, let me ask you something. You know, a lot of people in this business, you know, try and do things to raise money for charity. And you had this genius idea where you auctioned yourself off for charity, an evening with Charlize Theron. And I can only imagine what kind of money you raised doing that.
I thought you were going to say you can only imagine the night, and I want. You can't.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
I can't imagine the night. My mind would explode. But now, first of all, you must have raised a lot of money doing that.
I'm not sure. I think it was something like $37,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
and this
that was
is
very nice.
I would think it would be very weird because even though he, you know, put up all this money, it doesn't mean that automatically there's going to be any chemistry there.
No, of course not. I mean, and then it got all legal. It just got. It's tricky. Don't ever do it. You know?
Did you hear that? Don't auction yourself off for $37,000. Because I've done it too, and
it became this whole like legal thing of like, you know, what does it actually, you know, do you go and you just have dinner?
Right.
You know, does this guy actually think he's coming home with me? Does he get to meet my dogs? You know, does he have a ring? Like, you know, you get very... But I ended up going, and I ended up waiting a half hour for him.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's half an hour late. What's his excuse?
And he pulls up in an incredibly expensive car. My car is like valeted 500 miles away. You know, his is like parked in front of the restaurant.
He's one of those rich guys where it's parked in the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
They drive it in and everyone has to eat off the hood. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a short dinner, let's just say.
I can imagine.
This place is great, too, because the food comes out really quickly.
That poor guy. It's like $37,000, and you're like, nice crouton. See you later, sucker. You know, you're just gone. Now, I have to ask you about something else, which is we had Mark Wahlberg here earlier in the week, and you're in this movie with him, and I'm sitting here talking to him, and he says, you know, you come up because you're in the movie, and he says, you know, I got Charlize Theron that job, I got her into that movie, and all she's done ever since is go around giving interviews where she humiliates me. What's that all about?
Well, you got to know with me that if you're going to choose to humiliate yourself in front of me, I'm going to tell people about it. That's just the bottom line, because I'm like that.
Right.
That is who I am.
This is why you and I never really hooked up. It's the only reason. She'd call and I'd go, no. Not gonna happen. So what did he do that humiliated himself?
Well, we were told early on when we took the job that we had to do pretty much all of our stunts, which we were all into. We all wanted to do that. So we went to driving school for 3 weeks prior to shooting the movie. And for some reason, they wanted me to go for 6 weeks, you know, just because I was the girl.
Right.
So that kind of pissed me off.
Right.
So then when we showed up, we started having to do all these, you know, exercises. One of them was driving around all these cones in a circle as fast as you could, basically just hanging on the steering wheel and pushing it so the car starts, you know, but you're doing it for 30 minutes. I mean, straight, just driving in a circle. And Mark just couldn't handle his circles.
And what happened?
Well, he disappeared, and Jason Statham drives the other car. And we start asking, and you know, this is the thing, Mark is like the most loveliest guy ever, so everybody will protect him, except me. Everybody's trying to cover for him. Oh, he had a meeting he had to go to. He'll be back, you know. Meanwhile, he's like behind the building. He had a little then he had to drive away, had some more.
When you do this, you mean he's throwing up.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to a Frenchman or something. He had to go and talk to...
Yeah.
Now...
Which was great for me because then, you know, it was like, okay, I'm not the girl anymore.
Sure. Now, have you used this...
What was that?
You're just clearly still the girl. You can't come out here dressed like that and go, I'm no longer the girl. It's like, yes, you are. But in the best way. Now, have you been using these skills since you got back into, like, you're driving around, like, you know, to go to the 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee? Are you using your driving skills?
I'm better now. I had a little bit of a... I mean, I don't think I had the problem. I just think it's just a normal thing. You can't expect a human being to be driving 400 miles an hour for, you know, 6 hours on a racetrack and then expect them to drive home at 60 miles an hour. It's just impossible.
Right, so you've been pushing it a little bit.
Well, it happened while we were training for the movie. And, you know, you'd get in your car and drive home and... It's like, what? You were going really fast. It's like, no, I wasn't. I was going like, what? 120, like...
I wasn't going in circles around cones. What's the problem?
I wasn't going like a 360 or a reverse 180. I mean, geez.
Exactly, yeah. Do they let you off the hook? I would think a policeman would let you off the hook.
The one guy did because it was like 5 minutes away from the racetrack, and he knew that we were rehearsing there for the movie and stuff, so he was like, you know, he gave me the speech.
Right.
Which took forever. I'd rather have the ticket, but I didn't get the ticket.
The worst thing you can do during the speech is go, yeah. That's the worst thing I've done it, and they don't like that.
No,
they don't like that at all.
And the other guy basically just kept writing, and
I didn't
I did not I think I had black soot all over my face from, like, you know, tire soot just all over my face. He couldn't give it.
He thought you were a chimney sweep or something, and they don't like chimney sweeps. We have a clip here from The Italian Job. I want to make sure that we show this. Okay. Anything we need to know for this clip?
This is Donald Sutherland plays my father, who is part of Mark Wahlberg's character's team of con thieves. Is that politically correct?
Con thieves? What, we're going to insult thieves now? We're being sued by thieves. They like thief con, not con thief. No, I think you're fine. I think you're fine.
Okay, so I work for the FBI, and so I'm very straightforward, and he's on another job, and I'm thinking he's clean, but he calls me, and I find out that he's doing this job with Mark's character.
Cool. Let's take a look at this clip from The Italian Job. He's a cool man, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
Let's need to get to work with him. The Italian Job opens next Friday. Charlize, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Charlize Theron, everyone. We'll be right back with Ryan Reynolds. Stick around.